Hello and welcome to another episode of me drawing using the Conte crayons again, the Conte A Paddy crayons, and we're going to do a T-Rex. My favourite dinosaur as a kid was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I used to collect action figures of dinosaurs, and I used to have a huge bag of them, and for some crazy reason I decided to sell them all ages ago when I got into computers. And I kind of wish I still had them because I could use them to draw. So what I did is I went and bought a new one with feeling like a kid again. I bought another T-Rex, and let's get started with his head. So there, yep, and his eye shape, something like that. And there's this sort of area of his mouth. Goes there, and that sort of goes round and up, something like that. Yeah, I've taken a photo of my toy T-Rex, my new best bud, and I've got him ready. It's quite funny actually. When I was at school, junior school, I took all my dinosaurs in with me once when we used to have toy days, and I remember seeing the teacher's face in shock as I brought this huge bag of dinosaurs in with me. I mean, it was, I could barely carry them. There was that many. They were all bought from car boots, and some of them were like Christmas presents and things. I used to have loads. I used to play dinosaurs. It was good fun. So I'm trying to get that angle there, and then that angle there. Having a sit back and having a look to make sure I've got the angles right. Sorry about that, I had to run outside because my dog was having a bit of a nightmare, I think. He was making funny noises, and I realised I didn't put my little light on, so to make it easier for me to see. Let's have a look. Just sitting back, having a look at the shapes, see if we're about right. Looking at it, I think we've got this snout area a little bit too long. The eye, it's up there, and that mouth should go about there. It's always a challenge drawing. It's fun though. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more fun it becomes. These are Conte crayons. They do make life a little bit easier. For this, using the black card, that is. I've actually got some watercolours as well ready ready for action I'm going to use for upcoming episodes. So if you've got some watercolours yourself, or some watercolour pencils, which I'm going to be using, and you've always wanted to know how to use them, well, I'll show you how I use them in a picture. I think it's easier to learn when you see someone do a picture rather than when you see someone just do a little bit, because then you can kind of follow along a little bit better. I don't know, that's my opinion anyway. Alright, let's have a look, see if we're getting this right. That head needs to be more like that. Use our finger just to smudge it. Put it there. There, sort of like that. It's about right, and then we've got this area there. And it's there. Mouth. Yeah, let's go into some highlighting colours. A little bit green. That's a little bit too bright. Let's go down a peg. Yeah, that's better. Have that, and then just do a little bit of cross hatching here. And smudge it. Just so we've got an indication of some skin colour there. Could even I'll warm it up a little bit underneath. Here, a little bit of red. Yeah. Let's put that line in just to show the shape. And I can put a little bit in here as well. Finger just to smudge. And you can always go over it after you've smudged it and say you wanted some more line. Then you can just go over it, and then you can leave it if you want to. That shape there. Sort of shape there we need to exaggerate a little bit, and that under the eye, top of the head. And we could do some broken line going down there. A little bit of broken line there. Don't really need to explain broken line. Just line with little gaps. You already knew that anyway. Bit of brown. Let's put a bit of brown in here and there. Just a bit of brown there. I'll put a little bit down there. Now we don't actually know what colour a T-Rex is. We just, the paleontologists guessed, using science, of course. Oh, just broke my green in half. Top tip, don't drop the crayons, they break in half. And then you end up with smaller and smaller and smaller pieces, as I'm finding out. Now I'm just going to wipe my fingers, instead of getting very green. And while I'm doing that, I need to think about darken in this area here under the eye, and that here as well. Yeah, and under the jaw there, under here, and here. Look, yeah, that's improved things. And what we've got there, a little bit of highlight on the top there. There, and there's a bit of wetness there on the mouth. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that's getting there. That's looking at the teeth, and they're sort of quite dark, really. They're sort of a dull greyish, creamy colour, which gives us a bit of a challenge with these because I don't have the whole set, so we have to mix colours as we go. So let's got this grey now. I know that this isn't going to be quite right. I'm just sort of using some little strokes just to. And then what I could do is use a little bit of black on top of that. Tap it together. It sort of darkens it a little bit. And then I can come with some white and highlight a few there. And then get some green. This all works. You get an idea of a mouth. I've got this here, darkness inside the mouth, sort of a bit of flesh that holds that together. Just put in some black there to indicate the other side of the teeth. There we go. And then I can use a bit of this grey just to go over the top of that. And yeah, it kind of works. Might use a bit of black under there as well, so we can put our teeth on top of that. Using the grey again, we'll start here, because we're not doing the exact amount of teeth either. We're just sort of putting in a an indication of where the teeth are, really. Okay, just tap that. Yeah, that gives a good indication of teeth. Just put a bit of white there. Looking at the eye, where the eye is, it's a little bit lower than that. Get rid of that white. It's kind of here. Just turn that away. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can just about see on the picture I've got of the dinosaur that I took the other day. You can just about see the bottom part of the eye. You can't see the full eye, so that's about right. It's sort of that area sort of goes like that. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave that then. Do some indications of scale, lights hitting the scales on there. Using a little bit of orange. Yeah, okay. That's quite good. We could even put a little bit of blood around there. Could have a bit there as well. Maybe he had a feed earlier. And then we've got this light there. Ruin the shape then. So let's put that shape back in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's start working on the body. We've got. Okay, go sort of round. About there. About there. Top of the head. Top of the back, sorry. And then I've got this curvature of the spine there, and then the goes off for the tail. The shape of the base, it's about that. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Let's have a look. I've got the shin is about there. That part of the leg goes about there. That's there, and then it's the arm. A little small T-Rex arm. Which I always think is a little amusing. It has such a small arm. Sure why it does have that little arm. My theory when I was a kid playing with these figures, little dinosaur figures, is it was there for when it was young. Because I used to have some little T-Rexes, and when they were young they were on all fours. So I used to think. I don't know why they have these little arms. I remember watching something and they were saying that they wouldn't be used for stabbing their prey because the arms would be too small. Speaking of that, I've made that arm way too big. So I'm just using a little guide. It's about that. About there. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, I suppose. About there. A little bit thinner as well. Something like that. About right. Just tap that bit away. Yeah, about that. Use a bit of this other green just to sort that out. So a bit of muscle there. And the elbow, and then the forearm, I suppose. And there we go. And then this area is sort of a brownish, yellowy orange. Of course, we don't know if that's true. We don't know any of the colours, really. Just all guesswork. Put in some indication of scale. scales. Works quite well when you lightly just drag it over. And I know there's a lot of wrinkles in there, so I'll just put them in like that, and then I can just soften them afterwards. Yeah. Okay. The arm is quite shadowed. It's black, of course. Need to work on this shape a little bit. It's not quite right. It's a little bit like that, and then like that. Something like that anyway. It's not perfect, but yeah. Let's look at this. So it sort of goes to here. So I've got some shape there, some little bits of black. Just put in some black here and there, just to try and get that shape right. Okay, now the underside of the belly, I'm going to give it a warmth under here. Some red, just to warm it up. Some reflected light. And into green here. And a few shapes to indicate the ribs, rib cage, and some muscle. Okay, just sitting back, having a look. Could do a few little green bits in there as well, amongst those black, and yeah, that's very good. Let's have a bit more red under there. Maybe a bit under the chin as well. Okay. Okay, so what have we got? We need to start working on this area a bit more. This part of the leg, the muscle part. If I saw one of these, I'd run pretty fast. Of course, after I'd taken a photo, I'd need a good picture so I could use to do a drawing. Then I would run. So if they ever do invent a park with Jurassic creatures in it, maybe a good name for something like that would be Jurassic Park. Something familiar about that. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're just creating the shape here. We've got the tail back there, that sort of goes off. And let's get some black strength in the T-Rex, its hind legs and its jaw. That's where the almighty T-Rex is at its strongest. Something this big and this powerful would not be a scavenger, I don't believe. It would be a hunter. I know that is how they're portrayed. does make you wonder. Would make a good scavenger. Because it could just go and chomp on a dinosaur that's died by natural causes. And then there'd be no hunting. Just scavenging. Looking for the leftovers like a jackal. Preying on the wounded, I suppose. Yeah, T-Rex would do that, wouldn't it? Okay, I've just had a look at the camera just to see how far I've got time-wise, and how low my picture goes, because I forgot to put myself guidelines on so I didn't mess up. I feel like the foot there, about there anyway, down. That area should be a bit thicker, to about there, and then go down. And then we've got the feet at the base. You can't quite see the feet, so I'll leave that. I'll go as far as there. A little bit of light coming off the tail there. Get into brown. Some browning here and there. Scales. Let's use a bit of that. Let's put some scales in. Some scales. Let's smooth that out a little bit. Let's throw colour in there. A bit of red. Following that. Quite like the use of the red underneath. Goes quite well for the T-Rex, having a little bit of red in the shadows. Okay, let's think about sunlight, and we'll put a few highlights on this, and then there'll be a little sunlight there, on that bit there, back there. Bit there, maybe a little bit there. You can just play, just like when I used to play Dinosaurs. It's like revisiting that. And we can use the dark to develop some of the areas. Smooth it out. And go for those. And get some grass. So going up there. A bit of brown. This big T-Rex is he's on his way. Let's put his back leg in. His other leg, sorry. You can just sort of see the shadow of it. Same with his claw. See the shadow of his other one. And yeah, maybe he's on his way. He's on the hunt. He's putting a little glint in his eye. Yeah, he's on the hunt, and maybe over here, way off in the background. Maybe there's something not good. Something not good happening. I'm just very quickly putting in this. If you're doing it, then you could take your time. Maybe in the background here, there's a volcano that's erupting. Just dragging that up there. Use a bit of that red and then use another red. Orangey red. Warm some of those bits. You get the sound effects going. It's behind this grassy area here. But yeah, you see you could have some fun with it. Anyway, we'll call this one finished. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's always good fun to be drawing or painting. Thought I would revisit something that I used to do when I was a kid. Not only did I used to play dinosaurs with my toys, I used to have a go at drawing them as well. They never really worked out too great though. Just put an indication of some trees or something there. Anyway, let's call this one finished. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you again at another one. And, yeah, thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.